From 2023 to 2026, more than 50 researchers from 14 countries worked together to study the practices and outcomes of return migration. Their research examines gaps and shortcomings in the governance of return and supports a more evidence-based approach to policymaking.
We need to investigate how we can make the data better and more reliable, more accurate, more complete.
The pure number of people returned is an insufficient indicator for policy effectiveness. It creates a false image of successful governance and legitimizes more and more intrusive control of migrants who in practice do not or simply cannot return. Long-term prospects and also the reality of not returning are currently not reflected.
Beyond return numbers, more attention must be paid to the actual feasibility and sustainability of return, as well as the chances for reintegration of returnees.
When a war ends, displaced people carefully assess whether return is possible, prioritizing safety and the ability to make a living again. If their return is premature and enforced by authorities, it's very likely not to be permanent and successful in the long run.
Returning after war requires preparation. Returnees need long-term support, not just economically, but also socially and psychologically.
When migrants face legal insecurity, restricted or no access to work and services, and the constant risk of forced removal, returning to their countries of origin often remains their only option. However, the current practice of what's called assisted voluntary return doesn't live up to its name.
Return is only truly voluntary if migrants have real choice and agency.
Highly visible actions such as pushbacks, deportation, or detention have become routine elements of return practices. They're used as deterrents for migrants, despite being largely ineffective and incompatible with fundamental human rights. As a result, many migrants are discouraged from pursuing their asylum claims or onward movement.
Informal and inhumane return practices undermine the rights of migrants and the principles of EU governance. Realities on the ground can't be ignored and must be monitored more closely.
The EU cannot unilaterally control and enforce return migration. Countries of origin and transit must be treated as active and essential partners. Their bargaining power, including the ability to negotiate financial concessions, defines the real cost of return policies and influences the outcomes of reintegration.
Only mutually beneficial cooperation between the EU and countries of origin can lead to arrangements on return and readmission that are robust and durable.